Hello and welcome to Saturday's edition of Cracking the Cryptic, where you may look at this puzzle and think, what sort of nonsense is this? And that's exactly what I thought when I opened it up. It's called Supersquish Dominoes. It's by the maths professor, Dorlir. And we've had this recommended a lot. I mean, as I mentioned in yesterday's video, I've been away for a couple of weeks on my annual leave. In the meantime, loads of you have been writing emails to us recommending puzzles, and so I'm going to be working my way through some of these recommendations. Yesterday I did Marty's puzzle, amazing, Factory Loop it was called. This one, loads of you have recommended too, and it is... You see, I think there are loads of you out there who understand this concept of super squishing. I do not understand super squishing. But I have read the rules, and the rules aren't that bad, but it's a weird looking thing, isn't it? And it's only 5 by 5. How hard can it be, you might ask? Well, I don't know, but on Logic Masters, apparently it is only 2 stars out of 5, although the comments, there was one comment that said something like, hey, it's Erin. I don't know if that's Erin Tola, but it says, brilliant puzzle. Remarkably challenging for how small it is. So that doesn't suggest maybe it's a straightforward thing to do. But we'll read the rules together and have a go at Dorlier's latest. I love Dorlier's puzzles, so I think we're in for a treat on Saturday. And yeah, we'll read the rules together in a moment or two's time. Now, believe it or not, I don't have a lot to tell you today. I've got lots of birthdays to catch up on, so we'll be doing that for sure. But apart from catching up on birthdays, I'll just make a small appeal. If you do enjoy the channel, please do like the video. Please do subscribe. Oh, yeah, now Monday night, I think we are streaming. Mark did think he could do it, so I'm gonna go out there on a limb and say we are streaming. I think we're going to go back to Artisan of Zimith. Is it Artisan of, no, Artisan of Glimith? That's what we're going back to. That was very enjoyable. When we've only streamed it once before, but we're going to stream it again. So 10 p.m. UK time on Monday evening. I'll try and remember to put a link on the screen. Over on Patreon, we've got the solution videos out for a monthly reward. So if you did get stuck, although thousands of you did solve the puzzles, so but there may have been some of you who did get stuck. If you did get stuck, the solution videos are up now, as well as all sorts of extra content over on Patreon as well. And let's do the birthdays. So, Rainier, you turned... Now, I haven't written down when you turned 36. That's not very helpful, is it? But hopefully you'll know. Your friend Jenny wrote to me and told me that you are the following things: a South African mathematician, a skydiver, and the best person in the world. That's a pretty good triumvirate, isn't it? So, Rainier, I hope you enjoyed your 36th birthday. I don't think it is today. I think it's from way back when, in July at some point. I'm sorry I missed it at the time, and I hope the chocolate cake was excellent, of course. Next, this one's for July the 16th. Shell, you turned 42 over there in Orlando. And you seemed, for your birthday, you seemed to want some insight into my knowledge about the PAR system on Minute Cryptic. Well, let's just say I think I might have figured it out. I might have figured it out some time ago, and I might be playing ignorance. Happy birthday, Shell. Jess, your husband Dan wrote for July the 17th. And I think the two of you were away celebrating on your birthday, but I am assured that you will catch up on all the videos. You're a nurse, I believe, so I do hope you get this message. And Jess, many happy returns. Next, Tanita, or it could be Tanita, over there in Serbia. It was your birthday on July the 19th. You turned 26. I am sorry I missed your birthday, but I hope it was excellent. And I think you might have explained about chocolate cake in your country having lots of layers. So to have structural integrity, it might be more difficult to determine the correct ratio of icing to cake. Get rid of the layers of cake and add layers of icing. There's what I would suggest. And then finally, For July the 18th, Zoe, your girlfriend Maddie wrote to me and said, could I wish you a happy birthday? Apparently you watch every day, so thank you very much, Zoe, for doing that, and many happy returns. I'm sorry I'm late with this. Do not worry if I haven't read your birthday out and you thought I should have done. I'm working through emails. Still can do it. 493 calories to go, apparently. I'll probably burn off many of those doing the thinking on this puzzle. I'm working through the emails in order. I've got thousands of unread emails from the last few weeks, so I'm sort of slowly making my way through them. And I will get to all the birthdays in due course. Anyway, let me check the recording is working. It all looks good over there. Shall we read the rules? To Supersquish Dominoes by Dorlir. What on earth do we have to do here? We have to fill the grid with the digits 1 to 9 so that digits don't repeat in any row, column, or any of the 5 coloured 3x3 boxes. Yeah, okay, so that there's a blue box there, isn't there? And then there's a yellow box there. Is that a red box or an orange box? Maybe a red box there. Oh, goodness, I mean, it's just going to look absolutely ridiculous. A green box there and a purple box in the middle. Let's just reset. So each of those 3x3 boxes has to have the digits 1 to 9. But other than that, it gets very strange, doesn't it? Because there are obviously not 9 cells in row 1, for example. So there's going to be lots of missing digits. So the only rule for row 1 or column 5, etc. Column 5, oh, that's a slip of the tongue, isn't it? Column 3, I suppose. For column 3 is going to be you don't have a repeated digit. Okay. Digits separated by an X summed to 10. So we've got a few dominoes like that sprinkled around. So if this was a 1, that would have to be a 9, obviously. Digits separated by a black dot must be in a ratio of 1 to 2, which means one of the digits will be double the other. So if this was 4, this could be 8 because 8 is double 4. Or it could be 2 because 4 is double 2. And not all X's or dots are necessarily given. So it's perfectly possible. I don't know where to find an E. There's very few easy. No, there's a domino. Okay, that domino, for example, could contain digits that sum to 10. That would be fine. It doesn't have to be an X if these digits. So if this was 1 and this was 9, there doesn't have to be an X between them. Sometimes this is expressed as no negative constraint. What that means is that we know things about the marked dominoes. We know nothing at all about the unmarked dominoes. We cannot take the absence of information to be useful at all. So I hope that's clear. Do have a go. The way to play is to click the link under the video as usual. But now I get to play. Let's get cracking. Now, how on earth do you start this? I bet you there are all sorts of sort of set type relationships for these squishy things. What I mean by that is I don't even know where to start looking here, but let's look at that one. It's top left. So those are the digits 1 to 9. Let's look at the purple thing. Those are the digits 1 to 9. So we can immediately see that these digits are in common, aren't they, between the blue set of the digits 1 to 9 and the purple set of the digits 1 to 9. So we know that these purples must be the same as these blues. Now, and that's presumably a symmetrical relationship. So in the sense that that'll mean those yellows are the same as those purples, etc. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be true. So do in any of these V pentominoes, do we know anything? I mean, not so much that I'm prepared to. I mean, I can see there's a 10 domino there and a 10 domino there. They don't have to have the same digits in them. Don't know. Okay, so it's probably not that we have to do. So Let's look at the horizontal equivalencies then. So we've got a yellow 3x3 and a blue 3x3. These are in common. Oh no, that cannot be how to think about it. So we know. No, sorry, I haven't cottoned on to the right idea, and it might indeed not be how you're meant to solve this stuff. I don't actually know what to do here. I bet you, I still believe it's true that there is some way of, maybe you have to combine. Let's try blue and red. So they share that digit. And they must be the same, mustn't they, as green and whatever colour we make that one. Should probably have made it yellow. No, that's not it. I'm doing terribly here. Okay, that's not it either. So maybe I'm just on totally the wrong track. Or I'm so sorry. Each of these holiday brain, that's what we'll blame it on. Each of the 3x3s has the digits 1 to 9. So there's a considerable overlap in the sense that there are only 25 cells in this puzzle. But each 3x3 has the digits 1 to 9 in it. So there are sort of 45 1 to 9s if we were to, but obviously this cell, whatever that is, that's in 5 different boxes. It's in all the boxes. That one, see, that one's in quite a few. That one's in 3 because that's not in the red box or the yellow box. So these are all in 3. This is in 5. What's that one in? That's in 2. So these are all in 2. These are in 2. And that's how we increase the 25 cells to the 45 cells, isn't it? By double counting, effectively, some of these digits. I am not sure. I'm almost tempted to start thinking about 5s or something like that, just because 5s in this... No, that doesn't work either. I was going to say 5s in this box are restricted because you can't have a 5 on a black dot relationship, because this digit would either have to be 10 or 2.5. And you obviously can't have a 5 on an X relationship because the other digit would be 5 and immediately breaks Sudoku. So 5 in the blue box must be in one of those. 5 in the yellow box. You see, the thing is, the yellow box and the blue box have lots of cells in common. Five in the green box. It can't be there. It can't be in several cells, but it can be in that one, those 2. And 5 in the red box, I think, has got loads of cells again. Don't like that idea. So far, I've come up with absolutely nothing, haven't I? So how do we do this? There must be some sort of relationship that you can determine between... This is only 2 stars as well. Like there's going to be something that says that digit in a squish doku is always the same as that one or something. That's the doorbell. I hope I won't need to rush downstairs and deal with that. There shouldn't be anybody at the door now. That's weird. What do we think? Sorry about this. I've got distracted by listening out for the door. Yeah, I think I might have just heard the door. I really don't know what to do. So I am baffled. There must be some trick to these puzzles. I just don't know it. I don't really even know how to think about it to try and sort of make myself feel better about it. It's something to do with the overlaps, isn't it? Like those ones and those ones. So those are... Oh, right. So is the central cross like an extra region? That would be hilarious if that was true. So there might be another region in this. Is that right? Those 5. Oh, it is right. Ah, okay. Right. This is the first sentence. How long has that taken me? Right. I believe it might be true to say that is one of the digits 1 to 9. Now, the way I was seeing that is I was looking at column 3. Let's get the columns right. Let's look at column 3. Let's not use that colour. Let's use grey. Right. Now, what are those? We don't know what those digits are, but they're clearly all different from one another, aren't they? Now, here is my question. I think... Yeah, this is very weird, actually. This is very weird. So here is my question. I want to look at this domino, and I want to say, is it possible that any of these grey digits are repeated in that domino? And the answer is clearly no, isn't it? Because these 2 digits here, they're already in the blue. They're already in the blue. These are in the blue box, and they're in the green box. And these cells are all in the green and the blue box. So we can't repeat any of these grey cells in these 2. We'll definitely be repeating them in a box, either the green or the blue box. So those are different, and then by analogy, it's the same logic for those 2. Those are different, and obviously these 2 must be different from those 2. So that sort of completes the chain. So those digits... So now we've now discovered that there are 6 there are 6 collections of the digits 1 to 9 in the puzzle now. There's the blue, the yellow, the red, the green, and the grey cross. Right. Okay. And that makes me wonder about those cells. Because those cells are in the purple box. But in terms of the grey cross, they have to that digit has to be in the grey cross somewhere, doesn't it? Because the grey cross contains all the digits. So it is in one of those cells. It's on the edges of the grey cross. So these 4 purples are the same as those 4 digits, which is a weird thing. So I haven't got a clue what that means. No, I was about to... I must be able to narrow 5 down from this stuff that we've just got. Because I've got so many cells now that can't... I don't know. Okay, let's think about this. So let's not worry too much about those ones. Let's worry about the grey cross. And right, where is 5 in purple? Now, I think 5 can't be on a black dot, and it can't be on an X. So 5 in purple is in one of 3 positions. Now, what does that mean? So that means that 5... Yeah, this is good. This is good. Right. So now let's think about 5. Because I know that those 4 digits don't include 5, I know these digits can't include 5. Because remember, these are the same as the ends of the cross. So in this box now, in the blue box, where is the 5? It can't be there. It can't be on an X, it can't be on a dot, so it is in one of those 2, which takes 5 out of this one. So 5 is now in just one of 2 places. Now, right, I don't think that can be 5. Because if that's 5, where are we putting 5 now? In green. For exactly the same reason as we just mentioned. It can't be in this cell. It can't be on dots. It can't be on an X. So it would be in the corner. And that at first blush looks great, but I don't think you can put 5 in red now. Might be wrong, but I don't think you can, because it can't repeat in yellow. So it's not in those. It can't repeat in its own column. It can't repeat in its own row, and it can't be on an X, so it doesn't work. Right, so the central digit of the puzzle is a 5. Now that has taken a long time. Now, what can we do with that knowledge? Probably not. No, probably nothing, because that's it, isn't it? That's all the 5s. We've just done all the 5s just like that. Because the 5 now appears in all 5 of the 3x3 boxes by being in here, and it appears in the cross. So there are no... That's it. The 5s are done. So somehow... Somehow we have to do something else from here. I'm going to let me delete the grey cross just for a second. No, I'm going to hang on. The grey cross was the only thing. Ah. Okay, got something. Right. So, right, that is interesting, actually. So there's sort of a Fistemafeld thing going on. The grey cross is... That's weird. Right, the grey cross has no repeated digits in it. So I want to look at those yellow cells, I think. Those yellow cells, so that 2x2 in the corner, has to appear on the grey cross. Where do they appear? They're going to have to go in those cells, aren't they? Oh, this is interesting. Right, let's get rid of... I don't know whether to get rid of grey or to keep it in. Actually, I'm going to get rid of it. And then I'm going to draw a line to remind me that that cross has the digits 1 to 9 in it. Maybe, and now I'm going to try and do some colouring. I'm going to say those blues, they have to appear in the red cross now, so that, but we know that they are those digits, therefore. So these greens are those digits, and these reds are those digits. Now, What does that mean? I have no idea. Must means Right, here's something. I have actually got something there. Right. Right. That is an X. It's not there, but we can prove it's true using the secret, I think. But now, I mean, even this is not an easy deduction. But what I've noticed is there's a secret in Sudoku. It's something I share with only my very favourite people. If you're watching this, of course you're one of my favourite people. So I'm going to share it with you. The secret of Sudoku is that any 3x3 box has to have the digits 1 to 9 once each in it. And those digits 1 to 9 sum to 45. Now, let's have a look at the makeup of the blue box, this 3x3 here. It's got 2 dominoes that add up, so each of these adds up to 10. It's got a 5 in it, and it's got red digits, these 4 red digits, but we know that 2 of the red digits sum to 10 from this. So this domino must, because that then gives us 35 in the red digits, in the blues, the 5 plus 2 of these red digits, don't know which 2 they are, but these 2, wherever they happen to be disposed up there. So the other one, these 2 red digits must also add up to 10 in order to make the blue box overall add to 45. So they add up to 10. No. So now, okay, here's a different point, but I'm still going to make it. These yellow digits in the corner are 2 different black dot pairs. Now let's think about the black dot pairs that can exist in Sudoku. You can have a 1-2 pair, you can have a 2-4 pair, you can have a 3-6 pair, and you can have a 4-8 pair. So there are 4 different types of pairs that are possible. You can never have a 5-10 pair. We've already thought about that. So, but look, the yellow digits, which consist of 2 pairs, are in those cells. And then there's a third here. So okay. So the way okay. So there's a different way to think about this. The way to think about this is to say what digits are not. What digits are in box? The green. This green thing down here. This 3x3 box. We can now see that all of these digits, all of the yellow digits, which is this domino and this domino, are all capable of being on a black dot. This domino is capable of being on a black dot. So this domino must be digits that are incapable of being on a black dot. Now, the digits in Sudoku that are incapable of being black dot digits are 5, 7, and 9. 7 and 9, you can't halve them, so you don't get integers, and you can't double them because you don't get Sudoku numbers. So that is a 7-9 pair. Now we're getting somewhere, aren't we? So this is a 1 or a 3 by virtue of X logic. Now, what on earth do we do with that? So now can I use the... I don't know. Can I? Maybe. Can I use the red? How did it work with this digit? Had to be the same as one of those 4, didn't it? This digit here, let's just label it A for a moment. That digit, because it's on the red cross, we worked out those digits, the ones on the outskirts of the cross, were the same as these 4 digits. So that digit, well, it's clearly not, it's already in the green box, it's not that one. It's already in the red box, it's not that one. So that digit is either this digit, which would put it in the blue. Let's make this a blue cell. Or it's that digit. It's one of those two. Now, which one is it? How do we know? maybe we're not meant to know. Good grief, I don't know. Or maybe I'm meant to think about that actually. Yeah, let's think about this digit. This is on a black dot with a 1 or a 3. So that's, if this is a 1, this has to be a 2. And if, oh, whoopsie, I want to put that as a central candidate. And if this is a 3, this has to be a 6. So that is, so that's a 2 or a 6. And remember there's this fictitious x that we've got there. So that is an 8 or a 4 to add up to 10 with it. Now, what on earth do we do with that knowledge? And if you're answering and saying, I don't know, Simon, I'm with you. I don't know either. I've got 7s and 9s in green. So these have to include, but that's not interesting. That's totally obvious. What? You have to. Dorlir must be an absolute maniac to come up with this. I'm very impressed as well, by the way, that so many people find this puzzle easy, that it's only got 2 stars out of 5 for difficulty. I'm with the guy who wrote that this is, or was it Erin who wrote that this is just really a very hard puzzle, or much harder than expected or something. That definitely feels true to me. So if I'm so sorry. I haven't got a clue how to do this. I think I'm getting closer. I think I've established a few relationships that seem to me, at least, to have a modicum, or to make a modicum of sense. Green. All right, here's something very simple. This digit, where? I don't think I quite know, but that digit, I'm just going to label it B for a moment. That digit has to find a home in this box, because you have to be so precise about that box there. It has to go in there somewhere. Now, it can't be this cell, because that's already been in the green box. It can't be on this X here, because then it will partner up with a 1 or a 3 that's already appeared in the green box. So if that digit was on there, this digit would be duplicated in this box. So that digit is in one of those 2 cells. Now, I think it's going to be there, but I don't know that. How do we prove that one way or the other? That digit. Do we think it's here, or do we think that that's a fool's errand? Oh, okay, here's a different point. This X domino is duplicated in this collection of digits, I think. And that's because this digit is a blue digit, which means it's in one of those cells, which means this digit must be across from it in one of those cells, which means the B digit is in one of those cells, and the A digit is in one of those cells. So if that was the A digit, then that would be the same as that across the black dot. Oh, but then that could be true because that is a red digit and red does go in there. Wow, okay. So if... Wow, golly gosh. Okay, well that's exciting, but I don't think it's quite done it, unfortunately. But again, again, I think we're getting closer, probably. So can I play the same game? No, because I can't play the same game with this one, can I? Because if that digit does also have to make an appearance in the red box. So if that digit... Oh, I don't know. This is so confusing. I'm so sorry if you can all see it. I can't see it. I'm trying. I don't know whether I'm meant to pencil mark things a bit more liberally than I have done. That's possibly true. Or... yeah, there's this weird thing going on with these cells as well, which I find really interesting, that they have to appear in these cells. That feels like a fact I've underused to me. So that one, for example, it is one of those two cells, isn't it? That's really interesting. Ah, that's it. Oh, I see. It's very simple. Right. That's actually beautiful. That's very beautiful, and I'm pleased I got to that, because I'm sure that is something I should have appreciated and just failed to. I'm clearly not experienced with this, but look at this cell. Now, I worked out that in the red box, it must make an appearance in one of those two cells. Now, what I want to consider is whether this digit could be the same as this one. Now, if it's the same as this one, remember it then has to make an appearance in one of these four cells. Well, if it's here, it can't be in those two because it would share a box with those two cells. So this digit would have to be in one of those two where it would clash with itself. So that digit is the same as that digit. I mean, I'm not that surprised that there's a sort of weird relationship. So this digit is the same as A then. Right, that's great. So this is not the AB pair. So that's the AB pair. Oh, I see, and they're paired off now. So I found the equivalent of that one. It's that one. And B is 7 or 9. A is 1 or 3. Now, what do we do, I hear you ask? And the answer is, I don't know. But that does feel like we've done something of some value, probably. So how do you think we use this to our advantage? Okay, so I've got this digit as 1 or 3. So this digit is the same as that digit, isn't it? Because 1 and 3 only have one partner on black dots. A 1 would go with a 2, a 3 would go with a 6. So those two digits are the same. So I'm going to have a new label, I think. Let's make those C. So C is a yellow digit. Oh, so C has to be in one of those two cells, doesn't it? Ah, but C can go on this black dot, because C would be 2 or 6, and a 2 could go with a 4. I mean, if this was 6, it couldn't go here, because this would be a 3, and the 3s would clash. But that C digit... So, oh, hang on. So C is... yeah, no, it's in one of those two positions. I don't think I know which one. It would be very helpful if I knew it was this one. It really would. If it was this one... No. This could be crucial. This could be crucial. Right. So let's go through this logic carefully. This is the digit C. It must make an appearance as a yellow digit in one of these 4 cells, and it's not the same as A, because A and C are in the same row. So it's either this one, which for some reason I thought it wasn't. Now, what was that reason? Maybe that's wrong. No, it's not that digit, because the C is already in the red box. Yeah, so I was right about that. So this C digit is in one of those 2 cells. Now, if it was this one, wouldn't it then have to make an appearance in one of these 4 cells? Yes, it would, because that's how those work. Well, it couldn't be in that one, because it's already appeared in the red box. It couldn't be in this one. And it couldn't be in this one, because it would appear twice in green. So actually, this digit can't be C, and this is C, and this is 2 or 6, and this is going to open the puzzle up to us, because now this digit is a black dot. This can't be 6 anymore, because both of these would be 3. So these have to be 2. A has to be 1. This is B is 9. So 9, 1, 2. C is 2. This digit is now 4. So this digit is 6. This digit is 9 across the X. And this 8. This is 7. This could finish the puzzle. I'd be quite surprised if it didn't. And maybe that's why people think it's so easy. I didn't think it was easy. The 4 and the 6 have to appear in blue, so they're in those cells. So this X now is a 3, 7, which means, I don't know what that means. Yellow, so yellow has a 4 or a 6 on it. It's going to be one more. There's going to be one more relationship we have to tie down, and then we'll be cooking. That 4. So the 4 has to appear in one. Yeah, the 4 here in row 2, column 2, has to appear in one of the edges of the star, the red star. Now, which one? It can't be those 2. They're in its box already. Can't be that, because 1 is not equal to 4. There is a knowledge bomb, so it's there. Which means this is a 6. So this, right. So this black dot now is not 3, 6, and it's not 1, 2. So it is 4, 8. And now that digit is a 3. That's probably been available forever. And now on this pair of digits. Well, what's the yellow? So the yellow is a 1, 2 pair, which we've got, and a 3, 6 pair, which we haven't got. So we need to put that in. And then these 2 digits are 6 and... No, not 6. We've had 6. They're 7 and 8. So now the central red cross has had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's all working. And all that's left for us to do is to disambiguate what's left somehow so that it works. Now, what is it that does that? Is it Sudoku? Oh, I know what it is. It's this purple box. The purple box, which I've sort of neglected a bit. But then now this is an 8. This is a 4. That's a 7. That's an 8. That's a 3. That's a 7. Oh, and that's great. And the final digit, that's 3 in the corner. That's 3 in the spotlight, losing its vision. What a remarkable puzzle that is. That is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And not easy at all for me. I'm going to be very interested to see the comments on this and whether or not people... I mean, sure, there are going to be people who've done loads of squish dokus for whom some of the things that we teased out of the grid are going to... You could almost just start by doing that. And maybe they plough through the puzzle almost instantly. But I'm very interested to hear from people who've never done squish doku in that form. People like me, to hear whether or not you found that hard, because I definitely did. Dorlir, again, just weaving magic in these grids. Fantastic puzzle. Let me know in the comments how you got on with it. I enjoy the comments, especially when they're kind, and we'll be back later with another edition of Cracking the Cryptic.